Anyways, we're live.
Oh, hey.
I've been reading the manga, and honestly, it's getting fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, imagine doing something for so long that kids grow up inspired by your work, become adults, publish something in their lifetime, complete that thing, and your thing is still going.
Yeah.
Like nonstop.
Jujutsu Kaisen has already ended, and it started when the Whole Cake arc started.
That and My Hero Academia was another one.
In the span of less than 3 arcs, three One Piece arcs, Jujutsu Kaisen ended.
I mean, like Dragon Ball, like had like on and offs, big periods and really different tonal changes. They're all different shows, really. But like, jeez, man, One Piece is going to go on for too
Well,
long.
I'll attribute that also to just the fact that One Piece does have probably more filler arcs than any other show, and that's because they did have a pretty sizable gap after everyone reunited, and I think after Fishman Island, there was a pretty substantial break in the manga, and that was when they had like 2 or 3 like they had a filler arc and then like 2 movies. And then we finally got to Hazard Punk.
Yeah, so speaking of things that we that don't seem
go on for too long.
Yeah. I was looking at my the pictures that I make, just the title screens for each of the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And so Waterdeep Fiendish Summer, Act 1 of this story arc been going on, lasted for 15 episodes, essentially. This one is currently on episode 21, and I think we're like 10 away before we finish.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be like double in length, and that's just part 2 of 3.
Doesn't feel like it.
Really weird. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad pacing from a Dungeon Master perspective, or this is like the book that like the author writes that's like 3 times the size that it should be. Kind of falls into that trap. And then he like.
So I've been reading a lot of Neil Stephenson on that note.
I'm trying to avoid the Frank Hubert thing where it's like, oh look over there, world-changing galactic consequences. Do you want to see it? But you can't. Oh.
Isn't that like 1 mile straight up from us?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So last week you guys basically got back into Waterdeep after talking with the Dark Lady. You were able to basically make your way back to the Smiling Dragon, which is now under new management, which is now the Smiling Succubus. Everything seems to be okay. Darshun is dead. You now know that officially. Darshun's father has retired officially and is basically just living up his life on the 4th floor of the Smiling Succubus. Just enjoying his time, taking care of Kylan's cats and hanging out with his girlfriend. He's also currently married to the succubus for business reasons. And you all kind of discussed where you were headed first, or headed next, really. You had a couple options to kind of chase down. Ryan's not here today to play Oh No, but there's still the ongoing question of what message he received and who that was from, as well as heading to the Yawning Portal to kind of investigate why that seems to be the center of the Zentarum activity, and kind of figure out just what's going on in that location. So we'll pick up from there. You guys are still in the Smiling Succubus. And Foundry decided to crash on me. Okay. say that would have been really bad. So yeah, you guys are in the Smiling Succubus. It's still kind of business as normal. I can't remember if it was the following day or not. Let me double check the calendar. You guys took a long rest while you were there, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. No, you hadn't done that yet. You guys had got there. It is the 17th of Night All. Um, you do know that in a couple weeks or a couple days there is going to be a meeting of the Mass Lords in the first week of winter, which technically isn't for another 3 days. Winter starts on the 20th of Night All, which is also a holiday in Waterdeep. Who knows how that holiday is going to shake down like it normally does, or not. But I believe it's around afternoon time on the 17th. So we pick up with you guys. You guys have talked to Prizrava, um, and she's pretty open with any information you guys have or any questions or comments you guys have. So um, she's worried you guys aren't getting enough food. She does want to feed you some stuff. No contracts involved for getting free food there. You know, you are like the VIP guests, and she also made sure to note that she's going to get uh, Alatar and Mina added to the VIP guest list. So what would you guys like to do from here?
I'm sorry, did you say what time of day it is?
The afternoon, I believe.
Currently spooky o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, that's 24/7.
Yeah.
I think we had talked about heading up towards the yawning portal and then seeing about crossing the lines back to Ono's patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that today, or do we want to just stay here for the night and do it in the morning?
Well, I think the answer is get a long rest.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, usually if you have a chance to get a long rest, you can do it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are gonna just camp out here for the day and just bide your time. Anything in particular you guys want to do with the downtime? You probably have a good 8 hours of downtime.
Mingle, listen in for rumors. Honestly, make small talk with the various patrons about what we've seen going on and just general information gathering, sharing that sort of thing.
Okay. Um, go ahead and just give me a charisma check.
Very seriously, natural 20. 22.
22. Well, so with that, you can kind of learn just from some of the guests that show up, some of the Zentarum that kind of come in and out, that um, they have a very flimsy hold on their power areas in especially in the southern ward and the dock ward. Yeah, it's their territory. They've kind of taken it over. But really, most of their forces is just that line and the main highways. That's where they kind of just basically focus all their efforts. Um, the actual Zentarum force that arrived from uh, Darkhold, and you do confirm that they actually had forces from Darkhold show up. Um, pretty much have been situated in the Yawning Portal and have just really kind of taken over and kind of flared out but they've been mostly focused around just hanging out in the Dark Portal and also trying to get into Mert's Tower in Dock Ward.
Yeah.
Everyone
Okay,
else is
knowing
basically just thugs that were already in Waterdeep, ex-Zentarum thugs that just was like, okay, we'll swap badges and call it a day, and they're just kind of doing the same old, same old.
okay.
Anything else?
If they've taken over the Yawning Portal, what happened to what's his face, the adventurer that had run it?
Durnan?
Durnan.
May have to go there and find out. Or yeah, you'd have to go there to find out because they don't even know.
Yeah. That may change our opinion as a group towards whether or not we want to go over there, but I'm not opposed.
Do you have anybody playing music in here?
There is just like there's always music playing, but you really can't tell where it's from. But there is no like demons or devils playing music there.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to take over, Prisvara would be more than happy to mute the music and let you play.
Do that. I haven't had a chance to do it in a while, and
Okay.
we haven't had a tavern to hang out in.
Any chance of getting my hands on a very fine file and a whetstone?
A very fine file and a whetstone.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with you're upstairs with Kriltath and Kendra.
Yep.
So give me a persuasion check to see if Kendra has maybe some like a makeup kit or makeup bag that she has.
I was thinking a little more along the lines of weapon grade file, but anything's possible. 11.
Like a kitchen steel, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the 11, the nail file that she has won't be sufficient, but you can check in the kitchen if you want to.
Yeah. I'll check in the kitchen.
Okay. So you move down to the kitchen, and while you do that, Kylan, you're gonna play "The Devil Went Down to Luskan."
I happen to know that one.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Okay. Hmm. 22.
22. So yeah, you're able to put on a performance, and you put on a performance for most of the day. You receive a tip from one of the Arcanoloths that are kind of sitting there at the table, and enjoying the music that you play all day. He gives you 2 soul coins.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Thank
don't
you.
really have money per se, but they say that if you ever wind up in the hells, this is a substantial amount of money.
Okay then.
And you could give me a let's just say like a knowledge history check to see if you know what a soul coin is.
Okay. 17.
So yeah, you've heard rumors of one, but yet you've never seen one. It is the currency of Avernus. Somewhat the other hells as well too. But inside of that coin is a trapped soul.
Oh.
A legitimate soul is in there. And it has a variety of uses. You can use it to buy stuff, trade stuff, power giant infernal machines. Some even basically take the souls out and use it to amplify their powers and whatnot. So do with those as you wish.
I will very politely take them and just put them in the bottom of one of my pouches.
Okay. They're always very hot.
I imagine.
Unless you get the ones that were stamped in, like Levistus, and then are very cold.
Right.
So Altar, you're making your way down to the kitchen.
Making your way.
When you get down there, you kind of see that the kitchen itself is very bustling. The giant waitress will let you through. Kind of slither out of the way. Yeah. And so you kind of ask around. You ask the two chefs, and they're just arguing with each other heavily. But they seem to be cooking relatively good food. It smells really good for your human palate. It smells really good in there. And they are willing to. They do have like a couple spare kitchen whetstones and the giant kitchen files that you can have, but they want to make a deal with you if you want to. Yeah. That they'll give you those two things. But they want you to basically bring them back highly exotic fruits and vegetables from wherever you may go on your next journey.
Do you have a bag of holding? Don't want them to rot.
No, they don't have a bag of holding for you. But
well, I don't want to bring you back rotten fruit.
They kind of they kind of talk to each other for a little bit, and they go, "You're a wizard. We know you can figure it out."
Sure.
So they'll give you a kitchen sharpening stone and a kitchen file.
I appreciate it, and I'll bring you back whatever exotics I can come across.
Okay.
One question, which may be a Prizrava question. Was it the Fuzzy Tail Farm? The one in the Feywild where we were...
Yeah.
Got the contract for candy.
Yeah,
Is that active and being sold?
Yes, they do get a shipment every once in a while. It's a little more difficult now because the Zentarum are, fucking with all the imports, but they still are acquiring the goods and selling them when they can.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm going to sit back at the bar and file my nails.
On a giant kitchen file?
Considering the size of them, yes. And then hone them down just a little bit.
Okay.
I haven't figured out how to turn that spell off. And apparently it's a long duration.
It is. All right. I guess, Mina, anything you want to do?
I was thinking about it, and because I wasn't really involved in the whatever scuffle happened in the higher floors. I was still just sitting at the bar, coming to terms with the fact that the one safe place that I was almost certain of is now a den for devils. And was kind of just in the midst of an existential crisis there, as she seems to be prone to having recently.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah, who would have guessed? I think because I didn't really expend a whole lot during this fight. If we're just doing like 8 hours of downtime, I think Mina's going to leave the premises and see if there's a temple anywhere nearby. I don't think she'll go more than, I don't think she'll go out of this portion of this district of town, but
Yeah.
I think she would also be keeping her ears open for her ears and eyes open for anyone in danger, anyone in distress.
Yeah, if Mina has reconnected with Ilmater, this might not be the most enjoyable place for her.
Probably not. Well, I also don't think I've actually reconnected with him yet.
Huh. Well, even trying.
I mean, true, but I mean,
So, given where you currently are,
which we're in the far south of Waterdeep, aren't we?
yeah. Trying to see if there's anything around that area within safe walking distance. Really isn't, because you're very close to the dock portion of the place. So there's a lot of guild halls that are related to, like, the sea or the fishermen's guild halls. A lot of the temples are more in the north ward, and the sea ward. So there really isn't a temple around you right now.
Probably the
Okay.
closest one is going to be Helm's Hall, which is on the Way of the Dragon, but it's not close
Yeah, and it's a temple to
where
Helm.
we're at. Yep.
We're in a portion of the city that pretty much is under complete Zentarum control, right?
Yeah.
Find an abandoned building and make it your new temple? Ilmater approves of breaking and entering and squatting, right?
Well, I guess if I'm able to just do like I feel like I'm like the answer is obviously duh. Of course, there's people in distress. We're practically in the middle of a war zone.
Yeah, that'd be the problem. If you go outside looking for trouble, you will find it. But right now, from what you've seen, it's less of a physical violence and more of just a financial crisis. Everywhere you go, there's a new fee or tax that's being levied against somebody.
Yeah. And the star is still very much present in the sky, right?
Oh yeah. We're all in the sea ward.
So we're pretty close, but with our location, we're pretty close to like the docks or some of the docks here.
Yeah, very close. You're on
Okay.
Wharf Street after all.
Yeah. I think Mina's just gonna walk to the edge of one of the docks, go down to her knees and pray for as long as it takes for her to get tired and fall asleep.
Okay.
Do I see Mina headed out?
Yeah.
Mina,
Yes.
want some company? Could do with some fresh air. Plus,
Nice.
somebody to watch your back.
I appreciate it. I don't know how pleasant of company I'll be, but I'll endeavor to do my best.
Silence is golden. Do what you got to do. I'd just rather a party member not stroll around these streets alone.
That's understandable. I appreciate your concern.
Well, stroll along. I'll
Okay.
put my whetstone up after I check the sharpness.
Okay. If you follow her all the way to the actual the dock where she starts praying, you'll probably see her in some form. I don't know. I assume your stream, Chris, is mature audiences.
Yeah.
Okay. You will probably see her in some way self-flagellating.
Okay.
Okay. Just making clear I didn't want to point that out for anyone who might take discomfort in.
That's all you. I got no
Yeah.
problem with it.
We've
But
done
yes.
worse.
And fair. But yeah, no. Part of her prayer to Ilmater will most likely be something along those lines.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's a
Yeah.
Simpsons line, right? That's Futurama.
Yeah. God rest her zombie bones.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing we need to be doing. Reported. Thanks, Greg.
As a side note, there is a temple to Ilmater in the city.
There is.
So
Where?
that could be something we could. It's north of the City of the Dead.
Yeah, I saw that one
So, on the
house of some.
Hospice of Saint
Yeah.
Lopson, Temple of Ilmater.
on the opposite side of Waterdeep from where we are.
Yeah.
Through a horde of
it's up-
undead.
it's up- yeah, it's just past the undead area.
With a Dracolich where a Dracolich that we released is layering.
And a former player character.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just something to keep in the back of your mind.
Hang out with that vampire, I'm sure he'll be even more okay with us. Or
I'm sure
you
he'll
now.
be nothing but friend. Oh no! If we go back there, are we just gonna find some poor bastard zombie walking around in that stupid mascot costume? Because we definitely just left that bitch in the like, just facing down. Did we kill him? I think the dragon killed him.
Dragon
The
killed
dragon
him. Yeah.
killed him.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna show up now.
Oh shit! He's
All
gonna
right.
be he's gonna be a demi-lich now. Now that I've said it. It's just the head. It's just the head floating around in the costume.
So, you're going to do another religious ceremony. So why don't you go ahead and find the stupid page that it's on.
You want another religion check?
Yeah, I just gotta find the. Can't remember where it is half the time. I think it's in Xanathar's.
Yeah, Xanathar's downtime activities, I want to say.
Yeah. Sources, source books, Xanathar's. Religious service. All right. So I guess in your case, How much do you want to bleed?
I can assist with that.
Yeah. I think she'll cast I think she'll cast a 3rd level inflict wounds on herself.
Okay. And I guess Altar, since you're close by, are you trained in religion by chance?
Yeah, I know some religion. I wouldn't say I'm trained in it.
Yeah, whether or not you actually have
No.
it is a skill. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and do your religious service again, Aaron.
I dealt 20 necrotic damage to myself.
20. Okay. So give me a religion check. It actually says, or you can do a persuasion check. So I guess choose whichever is better for you.
Oh, that's a +1 versus a +7 in persuasion. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you take the better of it. And so really, you're just doing your religion check with charisma.
Okay, got it.
And add 10 to the roll.
So 23.
Okay. So you feel that your connection back to Ilmater has been restored. Like you're not back to like 100% like full connection, like you feel him all the time, kind of thing. But you definitely have a strong connection with him once again. You have 2 favors that you can ask of them.
Okay.
Kind of similar to the same what happened before. Whatever you kind of would like. Just you could take a minute to think about it if you want.
What did we use this for the last time? I think I used this to.
So last time you found the location of L'Ariel Silverhand. You had a vision where you were taken to Waterdeep Castle, and you kind of flew down through it, deep into Waterdeep Castle, where you saw her next to this giant skeleton of a ancient dragon. And she was casting some kind of spell or ritual or continuing it.
And it looked like she was using. It looked like she was using the dragon as a conduit of some kind, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the other one was. It's escaping me, honestly.
I know that was the one. That was the one that I asked specifically because I think you guys were asking if we should. Because I asked you guys for other suggestions, and I think you guys mentioned should we ask about
the green star?
Ono's. I thought we said we should ask about Ono's contact and whether or not we could trust them. I don't recall if I asked that question, but I know that suggestion was brought up.
I thought the other one was basically it's like where you guys should go next, or something along those lines. And
I think it was. Yeah.
You were given a vision of the yawning portal.
Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right at least, because I know that one of them did lead us to the idea of going to the yawning. All right. I think my first question, or my first favor to ask. So we know that someone besides Durnan has ownership of the yawning portal at the moment?
You don't know anything about the specifics of what's going on at the Yawning Portal.
Okay.
Besides that, a lot of Zentarum are hanging out there.
Yeah. Would Mina know anything about... This is probably a long shot, and probably the answer is no. Would Mina know anything about Jarlaxle?
I don't. I mean, I would think he's a main name in Waterdeep, like, so you would know of him from that regard.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, I wouldn't have had interactions with him,
No.
but I would know that he is a significant figure in Waterdeep.
You would know that he was a significant figure in Waterdeep at one point in time before the Drow incident.
Yeah.
And that would basically been that there's a heavy anti-Drow presence in Waterdeep, and ever since that time, Jarlaxle's name has been spoken of less and less. The Drow incident's pretty well known, so your character would know that the Church of Illustre was completely and utterly slaughtered by an unknown force, and the popular public opinion was that it's just the Drow war come to the surface, and they kind of routed all the Drow out of Waterdeep.
I know we've mentioned Manshoon out of play. Have we talked about him between our characters? I know Dimitri and I have at least brought up his name, but I don't think any of us would know about him. I don't think any of our characters would know about him, right?
You could ask a question, though. I mean, I think.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to figure out. Would Mina know enough to ask the question, "Where is Manshoon in all this?"
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's been making waves, or someone claiming to be a Manshoon has been making waves.
Yep.
And we've talked about how this one seems more powerful than even the rumors, myths, etc. have indicated.
Actually, okay, I've got my first favor. Mina wants to know what are the current whereabouts of the Xanathar? What are the current activities of the Xanathar?
So you get a vision of a destroyed Xanathar's lair that you guys basically wrecked. It is empty and all the forces have been taken out. You follow a path outside of that lair that you guys didn't take that leads down to the city of Skullport. And you see that Xanathar is currently with a large number of his thugs, and they are talking with a group of mind flayers. And behind them is a giant Nautiloid ship.
Wow. Okay.
Neat.
So, no concerns about the Xanathar have been quelled. In fact, if anything, the concerns have gotten worse. Because now he may have a fucking Nautiloid. All right, so one more favor. I think the second favor is going to be. God, this is going to be a fucking long shot. I have no idea. The answer might just be fuck all. Legit. What is going on the surface of the green star?
So, you're given a vision.
Like that, because in my head I'm thinking that thing has been staying there for multiple days, probably multiple weeks now. It can't just be sitting there. It has to be doing something.
Fair enough, yeah. Second.
Mina's just gonna get a vision of just a billion undead all along the planet's surface and is gonna lose her fucking mind.
Gotta find the. Ah, crap. Hold on a second. Name. Okay. So, you get a vision that kind of takes you away from the docks and Waterdeep and up into the sky, then the upper atmosphere, and you actually kind of break outside of the planet itself, and you can kind of see Toriel in all of its forms. When you look far back, like way towards where the moons would be, and the green star is actually, when you guys see it in the night sky, in the daytime sky or whatnot, it seems to be like it's right there, but it's really quite far away. So it's almost like it's projecting itself closer than what it really is. So it's about as far away as like midway between Toriel and its moons are. So it's close, but it's not as close as it seems to be. And so when you do kind of see the planet, you basically see it as almost as a massive chunk of like black stone, like a massive, just solid piece of stone, kind of in the shape of an undead, rotting body. And it's got all the ichor and slime that oozes, just kind of like covering everything. And all throughout it are basically, it's covered in just undead of all sorts and styles, just, hundreds of undeads, just an obscene amount of undead that seem to be of all strange shapes and sizes. Like you can see beholders, you can see ogres, you can see dragons, you can see pretty much any creature you could have ever imagined on that planet. And you see a lot of aberrations as well too, just kind of amongst the undead, kind of just crawling all over it. So essentially it's like this giant floating undead rock, and it's just slowly getting closer.
Do I see anything or anyone that seems to be in a position of power, or like do I see a lich that's just like floating over everything, like managing everything, or does it just look like complete unorchestrated chaos down there?
Give me a religion check.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Nat 1.
Right when you need it the most, your vision completely ends. And
Wait.
what?
Oh, look at that. Someone just happened to redeem inspiration in the chat. Who would have guessed?
Fine, I'll let you have it this one time.
Yes, damn it. I swear to God, okay. If it's a nat 1 again, you have full permission to kill me. I'm just pointing that out now. If it's a 1, I fully allow you to just say Mina's brain melts through her feet.
Now, if it's a 1 again, you become a fighter.
That totally works. Oh my God, no fucking way!
Wow.
Did you really roll 1 again?
I'm so fucking dead. I rolled another nat 1.
I gotta see that. Hold on.
It's in the game log.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the game log.
Oh my
I just
fuck.
pasted it in the Facebook chat.
Oh my God, amazing.
It had to be memorialized.
Oh,
You're not
that's,
supposed to know.
Yeah,
that's
so
so fantastic.
yeah, so
All
remake
right,
your
I guess I'm a fighter now.
remake your character into a fighter. Illumatar is done with you. Absolutely done.
I would be too. Oh my God, incredible. All right, well, I think I'm just gonna have Mina. Do you want me using the core rules or the legacy rules? They've changed up how create a character works now with
do the old rules. Yeah, we're not
Okay, I
we're not
figured.
upgrading to the new stuff yet.
yeah the 2014 rules.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I figured. All right. Well, I think Mina's just gonna go on to bed. I think Mina's just gonna go on ahead and
You just pass out.
Alatar, you probably see a little bit of blood leaking out of her nose.
Need some help?
No, I think I'm good. Just can you remind me how we got how to get back to the inn?
Yeah, follow. Come with me.
Okay.
You need help?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Just point me in a direction and I'll walk towards it.
No, okay. I point Mina in the direction and make sure she stays in the direction.
So
I can't believe of all the fucking times.
Mina starts walking in that direction and just like face plants down, just like bam.
That's about right.
Pick Mina up, toss her over my shoulder.
That's
Unreal.
amazing.
Unreal. Well, I guess I'm a fighter now.
I'll carry her back.
All right.
The wizard. 4 hours later.
Actually, no. I'll just stroll back with her. It's no big deal.
Huh?
I have a healthy constitution.
Oh, that's so perfect, man. Like
That.
uh,
Oh my god. The amount of time I've been trying, it's been the last like 3 or 4 sessions, I think, Chris, that I've been trying to, like, I've been talking to you about, like, hey, what if, is it possible for Mina to be able to reclaim her oath? Not the fuck anymore, it ain't.
I mean, like, I there was, you were doing all the right things, and whenever a religion check showed up for that occurrence to happen, you always roll the 1.
Honestly, I mean, so a couple of times I had some pretty decent rolls with the religion check. The problem is, like,
except for the
that-
times that I wanted you to, like,
Yeah.
rekindle your faith, and it keeps rolling a 1.
It keeps rolling. Yeah, it just doesn't want anything to do with me.
All right. So,
All right. Well, I will be silently sitting in the corner, reconstructing my entire character sheet.
I'll walk back to the tavern, nod at the bouncer.
She's not even a half orc anymore. She's just I don't know, a fucking gnome.
yeah, you should be able to go. You just open the character sheet, go back in, like, refund all the paladin levels, and just add back 10 levels.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, Doc.
Yeah.
You may want a
May
medicine
have a-
check.
Yeah, may want to check Mina here. Where do I set her down?
Let's take her upstairs.
Okay, stroll upstairs with her over my shoulder.
22 medicine check when we get somewhere appropriate.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys get to the third floor. You get to one of the rooms that pretty much are your rooms. You set Mina down, and with a
Joke's
20.
on you, Chris. I'm gonna make her a gunslinger.
Where do you get a gun?
I don't know.
I mean, you do have the two-handed mimic sword. I'm just saying.
That's true. I do.
Oh,
Oh, that's even better. I'll make her an Echo Knight.
that wouldn't be too bad. That or Runesmith.
Oh, the Rune Knight. I thought about that. I feel like though, like now she's just completely devoid of magic. Like,
That's a
just
champion.
has lost any divine radiance she had within her.
Just a straight champion.
Even that Oathbreaker Knight that shows up in Baldur's Gate 3 is like, no, you fucked up. You're not getting this back. He wants nothing to do with you.
The best part is I rolled on the complications table for your religious ceremony.
Mhm.
Let's see. Do I still got it open here? Maddie.
I'm coming.
Mommy's coming. Go to her.
Uh-oh.
So I rolled on the religious complications when you rolled the first one, and I rolled up a blasphemy is blasphemy, even if it is by accident. And that was before you decided to do the inspiration and roll again. So, so yeah, Doc, with the medicine check, you could tell that, like, Mina's had a massive, like, brain aneurysm of some kind. She's bleeding out of the ears. If she wasn't an orc, she would be dead. So, you're not really sure what to make from it.
Sounds like a night of bed rest, and she'll be okay.
Oh yeah. Just a single night of bed rest. A good cup of coffee in the morning, and you're right as rain.
It's surprising she was so light.
Well, most of her blood's on the outside, so that helps.
Hmm.
When she's not weighed down by her oath, she's incredibly light.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
All right. I will get you new character art here at some point, Chris. Holy shit! Wow,
What's
Chris,
the
I
chance?
want you to clip that.
You can clip it.
Sure, I can.
What's the chances of rolling 2 1s back to back?
1 in 400.
1 in 400.
Yep.
Damn. Okay, guys. So Mina's unconscious.
Yes, thanks.
So Mina's unconscious for the next morning time. Doc and Alatar, you guys want to do anything else? It's
I mean,
about
Doc will put her in the appropriate recovery position, make sure she's not actually going to bleed out, all of that. But, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of hard to stop. You know, you can't really put gauze on a brain injury.
Well, you can, but surprisingly, it doesn't help.
True.
You know, packing the wound and just fill up all the empty space.
Oh, mend.
Bent.
It works on a human body.
It's true. It does.
She's not an object yet.
They gotta become a corpse first, then they become an object.
Oh, mend actually works on a human body. Doesn't do anything as far as hit points goes, but it seals wounds and doesn't leave a scar.
It makes the
or
external
as bad a
bleeding
scar.
internal bleeding.
Well,
That's where the blood's supposed to be.
yeah. So, it's staying inside where it belongs.
Yeah, if Doc was trained in religion, he'd probably have some comments on this.
Ah, that's great.
Well, the good news is that my my max HP just jumped from 91 to 132.
Did you reroll your stats too, or no?
No,
Okay.
but I'm a champion, which means I get double the amount of feats that I had before.
Oh
so
shit.
I grabbed tough.
That's good. That's good.
That was an extra 20 hit points right there.
And it's less that you're tough, and it's more that your brain has been incapable of processing injury the same way because of all the brain damage.
Yeah, exactly.
You get hit, your brain's like, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Mina's also a half-orc, so the various scarring inflicted may have healed over, calloused up, and gotten tougher.
Hey, Vaughn, how's it going? Aaron just rolled 2 1s back to back and is no longer a paladin.
Damn right I did. And damn right I am.
Ilmater doesn't want any of that shit anymore.
Ilmater wants nothing to do with me no more.
All right. So, Altar, Shelly's coming back here in a minute. We had a little goblin running around the house. So, it will be the morning of the 18th. Swap over to that scene here, and ceremonial shifting of the day. Summer's almost over, guys. Soon it'll be cool. Pumpkin spice will come back. Everyone will be happy. And back on the good old map screen. Oh shit! For some reason, it doesn't keep the fog of war as well as it should.
Oh man, not having a spells list on my character sheet anymore. I forgot what that feels like.
Hey, but you critted a 19 now.
That's true, I do.
And that's with that mimic thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I took great weapon fighting, so now I can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice
With a great sword.
with a great sword.
So,
I think I took the.
yeah, go ahead.
I was like, no. What else? Oh, that's right. I took unarmed fighting instead of defense. So now, even if I'm not using the Mimic Greatsword, I can just put some motherfucker through a table.
All right. Okay, so back on the overhead map screen, it is the morning time. You guys want to head towards the Yawning Portal? You know it's roughly adjacent to Snail Street and Il Nimbra Street. But if you go down the Way of the Dragon and take a left at Soothsayer's Way, it's pretty much close by there. You can get there pretty easily. You know the direction.
Okay.
To be fair. And if you guys are going back out in disguise, you have Ono's character again, Dimitri, and I believe he has the hat of disguise, and Shelly has her disguise self to disguise as themselves as Zentarum agents. You have your Zentarum things
Whatever
as well.
the current insignia is, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a flying snake, and it'd be pretty easy for you to acquire or make some for the other two to not arouse suspicion passively, unless it was like a main officer named NPC, you would have issues. So at this point in time, given the knowledge you kind of acquired, if you just take the back streets, you'll avoid everybody. But if you go down the main highways, you're going to run into more. And a lot of that time, like you learned, it's people who have always been here in Waterdeep that are just opportunists that have just joined the Zentarum. So
Can't imagine that.
Yeah. So being as a current still technically Zentarum officer, you know more and carry more weight with any of them. So all checks at deception or persuasion against a non-named NPC Zentarum, you have advantage on, and all the DC checks will be fairly easy. So passively, you'd be able to pass by most of them.
Okay.
So really, I'm still going to have you be rolling on the table, just for funsies. Let's do it every 5 bubbles that you travel. We get the roll. All right.
Okay. We're going up main streets or the back streets?
Back street.
Okay.
Why not?
Sure.
How you feeling, Mina?
Okay. That's fine.
Mina is there. Mina is is conscious and present, but I think she's completely non-verbal for the day.
So Alatar, before you left, you just had this like weird like epiphany that you need to check something. So you summoned up your magical dictionary that everyone can do. All wizards can just summon a dictionary and Thesaurus up whenever they want. All right. And you looked up the definition of existential crisis. It's not just a picture of Mina.
Oh, I gotta take this down. Mina, you made the book.
She'll just
Here.
look like slack-jawed at the book.
Yeah, there you are.
Just,
little bit of
just
drool.
sort of nod.
Can I
Kylie,
get your signature?
She will lift up a pen and just like chicken scratch her signature on there.
Thank you. Put it away.
This is gonna be even funnier because technically speaking, I just got way more vicious in combat.
Kind of makes sense.
yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it kind of, yeah, really.
Kylie, you're currently
Action
disguised.
surge is no fucking joke.
You're currently disguised as a Zentarum. All right.
Okay.
Hi. Why is your butt poopy? Did you not clean yourself right? Why didn't you clean
And
yourself
then
right?
proceeds to show it to the camera.
Of course.
Yeah. Your butt's all poopy. I had to clean off the litter. You're a dirty kitty. See your butt. All right, roll. Give me a D100, please. Yeah. Wow, 30 even.
30.
So as you're traveling down, you notice one of those guys that tried to assassinate you earlier. That was disguised as a chimney. You notice one of those appear, and this time it happened a little bit away from you, so you can't immediately react to the situation. But you see that there's a gargoyle on a roof that just seems completely out of place. And as a shopkeep comes out, he's got these two big bodyguards that kind of come out with him. And immediately that gargoyle, the illusion drops. It's one of those assassins. And it flicks down that L-shaped magic item that Ono got, wraps it around his neck, and just cuts his head right off. And then he falls back and disappears. And the two bodyguards, before they have a chance to react, are just dumbfounded by the circumstance that just happened before them. And so once you guys witness that event, you guys can kind of react to it however you wish.
So we saw where he went.
Yeah, he kind of ran back up the roof and became invisible again.
Everyone's losing their heads in this crisis.
Keep on walking.
Yeah.
All right. 5 more steps, please.
I just... Okay. He had paused and it's like, did I just duplicate myself somehow?
I'm just glad we're continuing the tradition of drawing very odd-looking penises in this map.
Yeah, more like this. We might be able to get Guilty Pleasures as a sponsor.
Let's see if Bad Dragon will.
Oh wow. So you guys are walking by, and you see that.
Thanks, Shelly.
Aw, you're beautiful to me. You have a mustache.
I have no idea what she was looking at in this general direction, but whatever it was super fascinating.
You walk by and you see that almost hidden behind a couple barrels as you pass by is a dead body.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Okay. As I think it would happen, give me a medicine check for cause of death. Give me a investigation check for items on the body. Whoever wants to do that.
I'll do the investigation.
22 medicine.
Give me a con
20.
save.
A con save?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
22. You just stand there and drool a little bit. You're still just recovering from all that.
20 on investigation.
Okay. Give me 1 second. So, it looks like this man, humanoid male, rich noble, was stabbed repeatedly in the back, and you can kind of see where his belt was torn away. He died almost immediately. The belt being torn away, it looks like it was a coin purse of some kind. And you assume he was just robbed like that. But you search him over a little bit. And Alatar, give me a D100, please.
$67. 2 points away from the perfect number.
I know, right?
Nice.
Nope, that's not the table I wanted. Where's the table that I want?
Oh, they actually did change race to species on D&D Beyond, huh?
Yeah, they did.
I was wondering when they were actually going to go through with that.
On the 27th. Where is that stupid table? There it is. You said 67, right?
Yep.
Fucking shit, you find a bag of holding.
Yay, another one.
I shall tuck that away. Now I have something to put the fruit and vegetables in.
Let's put them together.
Yeah, if you would have gotten the nice number, you would have got Q Tom's ointment. Nope, you got a bag of holding, sir.
I will deal with that. I have no problem with that.
All right. All right, go ahead and proceed another couple spaces, please.
That's Snail Street.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
What the fuck was that? I gotta look up something real quick.
Anything in it?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck is that?
Don't know about the fruits, but if you're putting the vegetables in it, Mina's walking right there.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'd have to cut Mina up to put her in there.
Man, no one wants to do that.
Oh, I could
It'll
just make her
take a while.
smaller. No, I could just shrink her.
What?
Man, I have that area marked for something, and I can't remember what it was.
It was an area where roses bloomed, and that's all that we smelled.
No. Pretty important. I wanted to put it on the map. Oh, well, I guess keep on going then.
Okay.
You want to go east.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hey, I'm guessing the circle is the yawning portal.
It is, yeah. Alright.
Circle.
Fuck, what's that supposed to be? That's gonna bother me now. Alright. Yawning portal. Ba-dum. I don't think you guys are on the map anywhere, so give me a second. I'll pull you there. So, the area surrounding the Yawning Portal is pretty heavily patrolled by the different groups of Zentarum. Again, none really seem official, but the more pure Zentarum forces that you would be more accustomed to, Doc, are readily around like this area. No more just like water deep stragglers holding a fanged serpent. So as you approach Waterdeep, you can tell that there are a number of wards just around the building now, and then they just seem to be completely encompassing it in some kind of magical aura of some kind. You can just feel the magic pulsing off this building now, and give you ownership of. Oh no, looks like you already have it. But as you get closer, Docky, you get a very big feeling of dread, like something's wrong as you guys approach. You come to the main entrance of the yawning portal. There are 2 high-level Zentarum guards, I think Fangs, and a very well-dressed wizard standing out in front of the yawning portal. They kind of perk up when you guys get closer to the entrance. They see you. They don't make any movements. Nothing hostile. They just see that you're there. And you guys can take it from here. Oh, also, all the windows and everything are all closed all around the building. It's not open and bright like it normally is. It's all closed down. What'd you like to do, guys?
That's what I'm pondering. I
We probably should
mean,
have figured this out first.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
you
we
can figure.
probably could have a block away.
Yeah, you could have figured it out a little ways away. That's fine.
Best guess I've got is, hey, we were away for a bit, dealing with Xanathar stragglers and trying to get the lay of the land again, and don't suppose we could get a drink at our old hangout.
As good as stories, honey.
I mean, it's essentially accurate.
It is actually just straight the truth. I mean,
Yeah. I don't actually care if we don't get to go in. I'm more worried about information. Yeah, going with that.
okay.
Approaching calmly, hands obviously empty.
Yeah, are you gonna like display your insignia or anything like that?
Well, yeah.
So as you approach, the wizard kind of goes, "Good morning. How can I help you all?"
Well, we've been away for a bit, dealing with some Xanathar stragglers that we were, well, you know how these things go. Thought we'd swing by for a quick drink, but it seems like you've got a bit of a private party going on.
He goes, "Then you have been away for a little bit. Do you remember who instructed you to go take out the Xanathar Guild?"
Probably have this written down. Yorn, the Ard Dragon.
Oh, yeah, Yorn. All right. Yeah, he's off handling the front line. So you're one of Yorn's specialists then, are you?
Well, we were sent on the mission by him.
Like, all right. Be good to know that his leadership is here, and they've taken over the Yawning Portal as a base. I would go ahead and hop on in, talk to his handler, if you would, Rivaria Darkwind. She's sitting by the fireplace. You can't miss her. And
All right,
he'll step
much
aside, and
appreciated.
open the door for you.
Now it's this awkwardly shuffle in.
Yeah.
And I think I somehow grabbed Mina.
No, I'm moving.
Yeah, I think there's a
There's
a
a
fence
wall.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fence.
That's the problem.
Because Chris is a sadist with his walls.
I mean, you're the one walking into a fence. I mean, so
It
I have
was
an excuse.
obvious
I'm
that it was a
brain dead.
fence.
so you can see that sitting over here are two very important-looking figures. They're both female, so you're not really sure which one he was referring to. But if you hover over them, you can see what their names are. You notice the Yawning Portal is on the inside. They're still doing the thing that they normally would, but it's just all Zentarum folks. A lot of higher officers, a lot of the assassins that you saw earlier, a lot of spies. Durin is still there behind the bar running stuff. Bonnie's still walking around handling stuff. If you want to discuss anything with them first, that's fine. And Dimitri, Doc needs to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh. 19.
You are barely able to hold it together mentally, as that sense and that feeling that you have been getting when you find other versions of you that show up, you get it this time, and it is super overpowering. Someone here is another one of you.
Oh boy. This isn't really a place I can pick a fight in.
So while you're doing that, Kylin, you are up next to Durin.
Yep, I take a seat at the bar,
Yep.
and I mean, obviously he's not going to recognize me. But
He recognizes you immediately.
no, I'm disguised.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're disguised. Sorry, I forgot.
Like, I'm not a drow currently.
Okay. He goes, the
so
usual for you?
And I'll just go, yep.
He'll just pour you some really cheap ale that when you kind of look around, it's the same kind of amber color that everyone else in the bar is drinking. Since you kind of look like the rest of them, he just assumed you're one of them. And he puts it up there, and you kind of pick it up and smell it. It is not to your tastes.
I will very gently slide aside and go, you got anything better?
He goes, I mean, yeah, but yeah, you're just supposed to drink the swill.
Well, how about you get me some wine instead, and then I'll put, my hand on the... my hands are on the bar so he can see that I'm not being threatening. I just want some wine.
He's like, all right, whatever. You guys bought the bar out. So he goes down, he grabs some wine, pours a big glass of it. He kind of just dumps the the cup with the swill back into the open keg area that he kind of scooped it out of, and pours you the wine. And it's a cheap grade wine. And he goes, is this any better for you?
So that'll do.
All right. He
Take a
goes,
sip.
you got some friends going down the hole again. How many of them have you guys sent down now? 40, 50?
I'll turn and look uninterested and be like, something like that.
What are y'all looking for down there?
I'll take a drink and say, don't know if that's any of your business.
All right, whatever. But yeah, you'll actually
And
notice
I
that
say,
at party, your guys' passive perceptions can see that there's a really good beefy Zentarum warrior, a Zentarum rogue of some kind, 2 different kind of mages are loading up on a cart, and they get lowered down. There isn't like a big cheer or whatever, but you will see that Rivaria will kind of shout, it's like, get further along than the last group. Come back in 24 hours. And she kind of goes back to talking to the other elf that's sitting there. And they slowly get lowered down into the yawning portal.
I would like to say to Durin that, you know, I will say that I have personally been away from the bar for a bit, but I understand that there are some important things that we are doing. How has things been for you?
It's like, I think you're the first person to ask since you guys bought the place out. But we're doing fine. I mean, your benefactor gave me so much money to basically make this his base of the operations while he became a mass lord. I couldn't say no. Everybody's got a price.
Understandable.
I
I'll
just
just
told
go
him
back to
he'd make
drinking
sure
more.
my building stays standing, and whatever happens, as long as my building's still here, I'll be happy with it.
Regardless of what happens?
Well, I hope Waterdeep returns back to its glory days, maybe once the power struggle ends. It happens every couple decades. Usually bounce backs for a couple more. The Night of Many Knives is the last time it happened, so it's nothing unusual for me. You would know that the Night of Many Knives is just a particular point in time where a bunch of mass lords were assassinated by the Zentarum, funnily enough, in an effort to kind of take over Waterdeep's infrastructure in a certain way. And you get a kind of similar vibe to the kind of takeover that they've done now, but you find it with your passive insight. It's kind of weird that they're focused on the yawning portal and sending people down the portal. So something's up in that regard.
Yeah. Not up.
Right. Something's down in that regard. I would like to. What was I gonna say? I will kind of look towards the portal again, kind of disinterested, and just be like, "How far do you think they'll get this time?"
Durin goes, I have no idea. That dungeon down there goes on for hundreds of levels. And I'm sure there's 100 more that are hidden. I don't know what your guy is looking for, but I think the sooner he finds it, the better. I mean, you guys have cleared out the first couple levels pretty handily, so who knows?
Okay.
Alatar, you want to say or tune in anywhere?
Yeah, I'll get a Arbelian Dry. It's a wine.
Bonnie will go. That's out of the price range for the non-officers, sir.
And
Kind of sheepish. She's like, well, you would have to pay the cost difference of 2 gold.
okay,
So if you give her 2 gold, she'll get you some.
I give her 2 gold.
All right. She'll return with the wine.
Thank you.
I'm assuming it's just wine with no hidden agenda.
Yeah, it's just a decent wine.
Okay. All right, Mina, you're looking at something?
I think she's just looking down the portal.
And the endless black is staring back at you. It feels very comforting.
Yeah.
All right, Doc. What about you?
No thoughts. No thoughts. Head empty, just like me.
Doc, given the circumstances, will be trying to ignore that presence in his head, but waiting respectfully until he's acknowledged or Riviera appears.
Yeah.
To have a moment.
So like they'll be talking and they'll notice you and they'll be like, "Can we help you?"
Yes, we completed a mission for Yorn fairly recently, but it took us out of communication for a while. We're trying to get the lay of the land again. Didn't realize there was quite the private party going on.
She'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're the group that Yorn said after Xanathar. How did that go?"
Well, we dealt substantial damage, and well, not quite sure where Xanathar himself went, but his lairs cleared out. Several of his lieutenants, including his mind flayer, are dead. Pull carefully, slowly, Amerigo's helmet out of my pack. Got some unique trophies out of that.
Oh, cool. Were you able to kill the Xanathar, or is he still alive?
We were not able to kill the Xanathar. He fled before we could. We killed his fish.
You killed his fish?
He didn't take it well.
I would assume not. Damn. She kind of looks over at Ashimi and is like, "Hey, I killed the fucking fish, and you're still alive. Holy shit!"
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are.
He goes, your group was here before we came and took things over, right?
We were.
All right. Just whereabout do your allegiances lie with the current state of things, then? To be blunt about it. We may have dispatched your old boss, as it were.
I understand that leadership changes over time. My leadership is with my continued ability to breathe and ideally earn coin. Which usually aligns well with whoever's in charge locally with the Zentarum.
That's good. That's real good. So Doc, that presence that you feel in the back of your head is just overwhelming. Give me a charisma save.
Huh. Ooh, 10.
You're overcome with a state of fear. Just absolute, terror takes over you. And like your vision darkens. And your sight narrows. And the only place that you can kind of just like see any kind of light, any kind of vision that's not blurry or shaky or hard to look at, is over here in this direction. Where the stairs are. So as you're kind of looking over there, everything gets dark.
Apologies, I feel a familiar presence. Grits out.
So you're looking over here, and you can kind of just feel whatever the other you coming down the stairs is a very powerful version of you. And coming down the stairs is a man in a robe with a golden gauntlet on his hand.
You motherfucker.
Wow.
And
Fucking knew it.
Wow.
I fucking knew it.
so you all kind of look over, as everyone else does, as this man appears. And that's a token that's made. And you all have seen Doc's face. That's Doc's face. And
as soon as we met that other version of you in the sewers, I fucking knew it.
And you just feel like an overwhelming sense of like, that's the problem. That's what's causing this ache to happen in your head. And he does not seem to be in the same state that you are. So he comes down the stairs and he slowly makes his way around, comes by, comes to Durin. He goes, "The usual wine, please." And Durin quickly gets him a glass, puts it on the table. He picks it up, and then he kind of goes over to, goes, "Excuse me," and Doc, you're in the way. He's like, "Excuse me." He doesn't pay you any heed at all, and he walks over, and he goes, Riviera, report. How did the current group go down? And she's like, "Yep, they're on their way to the level." Just to let you know, one of Yorn's guys just came back. They're the ones that went and dealt with the Xanathar. I think we should send them down and see how if they can find what you're looking for down there. And he goes, "Oh, who might those be?" And she kind of like turns around the chair and she points over to Doc, where Doc is sitting. He goes, "That guy right over there." Manshoon looks over at you, Doc, and goes, "Come here." He kind of waves his gauntlet at you and calls you over.
Trying not to look reluctant, but being reluctant to approach.
He goes,
was I able to, even while I'm just like sort of staring, was I able to notice this?
"Oh yeah, you all did.
person's-
You all did, yeah."
Was I able to see his face?
Manshoon's, yeah.
I think Mina immediately sobers out of whatever fugue state, because the last time someone came, she saw someone wearing Doc's face, they were not friendly.
Yeah,
And I think she is now on high alert.
yeah, that's fair. He would have that effect on. He has that effect on everybody in here.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd easily wipe out everybody here with just a snap of his fingers. So Doc, you approach reluctantly, and you're talking to Manshoon, and he goes, "It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. What's your name?"
Everyone just calls me Doc.
"Oh. And you're, I guess, of the medical field then?"
Well, yes, I'm a member in good standing of the Physicians and Apothecaries Guild of Waterdeep.
"Oh, excellent, excellent. And let's say you keep good company. Tell me of your exploits against the Xanathar. I know Yorn had sent a group down there, and being that you're back and alive, I'm assuming things went well. You must be very capable.
Well, they did go well. We managed to slay several of Xanathar's lieutenants, including a Mind Flayer, a Minotaur enthusiast, a clown. That was unexpected, but we didn't manage to kill the Xanathar, but we killed his fish, which enraged him, and we hurt him badly enough to drive him off, and I think they're thoroughly disrupted, which was the mission we were given.
And you said we. I'm assuming you didn't do it alone. Is the rest of your group or party here?
Yes, they're around getting drinks and whatnot.
Excellent. So you've been away for a little bit. I'm assuming you came back to Waterdeep, and things were just a little off from what you may have remembered.
They've changed a bit since we went down, yes.
All for the better, I assume, right?
It's certainly more exciting.
Yeah. So, we have a little bit of a particular mission that we're attempting to subvertly go through while we establish a foothold up here in Waterdeep proper. Are you aware of the mage, the wizard, Hallister?
Would Doc be
Yeah,
aware?
everyone
Okay,
really is, yeah.
Wait, did you say Hallister?
Yeah.
I've heard the legends.
He goes,
Oh, fuck this.
excellent. So, deep down in the Yawning Portal, there's the dungeon of the Mad Mage. Hallister Blackcloak built this incredible dungeon to kind of hide his secrets. And there's one particular secret that I have been made aware of, and I'm trying to locate the source of. You may have noticed that we sent down a couple parties recently, but they haven't been able to make headway in finding the thing that I desire. Would you be up for going down and attempting to find my prize?
Well, I don't necessarily want to speak for my entire group.
Well, bring them all over
What is
then.
it? What is it?
Guys, waves. In a very need some support here.
Boop. Ears on now.
Yeah.
Here goes. I will assure you that if you were to acquire what I want, that you will be highly decorated and advanced in our society a great deal. You're to find what I am looking for. More than just trinkets and powers. There is a hidden laboratory that Hallister has corrupted. And I want you to find it. And once you find it, I want you to bring me to it.
Okay, so find it, find the path, come back, guide you there.
Yeah. Clear out anyone and everything that stands in your way.
Wouldn't it be simpler to just contact you via something simple like a sending stone, and then you teleport to us? That way you're not endangered walking through like you would be in the first place, but still.
You can very easily send a sending message to Ashimi here, and she can relay the message to me. Unfortunately, you cannot teleport in or out of the dungeon of Halaster. He's made it impossible. You can't...
Even portals?
No portals. Well, he has portals down there that work inside of his dungeon, and they have some way of teleporting within the dungeon, but you can't teleport into it or out of it. Extra-dimensional spaces don't work as well there either. You can't even banish a demon if you get down there. So there are a couple restrictions on the ease of infiltrating that place. But we've been sending down multiple crews, and they have essentially cleared down to an area where wizards are trying to study underneath Halaster himself. And I believe that is the layer that maintains his laboratory that I am looking for. It's the Dwemer Core? That's me saying the word wrong, not Manchun. Just FYI. Manchun's perfectly said it perfectly, whatever the correct pronunciation is. Dwemer Core. We have a relatively safe path through majority of the levels, and I'm sure you can take care of yourselves to get your way down to the full area. But that area has been most troublesome. But I believe that you may be able to get down there and find this laboratory, and once you find it, send the sending message up to Ashimi, let us know, and we'll come investigate it further.
Doc will look to the rest of the group.
What sort of... I understand that you say that we will be highly decorated. What do you mean by that? This sounds like a lot of work, and obviously you've had not much success with other people, and we are of a higher caliber. What really can you offer to us for us to undertake this for you?
Find the...
You can't see Doc's eyes under the mask, but they've gotten wide.
You could feel his eyelids just going, "Ugh!"
All Kylan knows is this guy looks like Doc.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like it.
And Doc has not attacked and appears and is about as tense as he was with the Draco Lich.
Right. So Kylan knows something is wrong. But that's about it.
Get the I'm trying to find the ranking document. Hold on. I keep losing it. Like, I put it at one spot. I'm like, okay, I'll remember that it's always here, and then I forget where it is. And hold on a second.
So I've always pronounced it Dwemer, but Google says that it's Dwemer, Dwimmer, or Dwemer.
Dwemer.
You talking about in Skyrim?
No, it's from the D&D subreddit, but
Yeah.
the word meaning spell or component.
Witchcraft.
Oh. I was just thinking of the Dwemer from Skyrim.
Probably.
Yeah, that's may have been how I wrote it in the Foundry journal.
Yeah.
But I will
I
correct
mean,
it
when
now.
two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, so it makes sense that it would be Dwemer, not necessarily Dwemer.
Yeah.
Dwemer!
Don't look at me. I'm just standing there. I'm probably also staring daggers into Doc because now I'm just like, why the fuck am I looking at yet another duplicate of you?
All right.
And
So
why am I not cutting his head off right now?
Because you would die.
yeah.
Okay. Flip side, why is he not attacking us like the last one?
That's
There's
a question I'm not going to ask within hearing distance.
Yeah.
there is
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, not the metagame, but there is something very specific that Dimitri did that I don't think he knows that he did, that has changed and altered the entire story. And he did it way fucking long ago.
Delightful.
So, Manchun will speak up. It's like, Doc, you're currently a wolf or a viper of the Zentarum?
Doc would know this. I'm 90% sure it was a wolf before the Xanathar mission.
Yeah. So at very least, you're a viper now. If you were to complete this mission, they would promote you to an R-Dragon, the second highest rank. The only ones that are above it are the Dreadlords, and the main leadership of the Zentarum being Manchun, for one, and Ashimi as well. For the rest of you, I know Doc is of the Zentarum, and you are compatriots of him. You are all wolves to me. You are all fairly capable, whether you are fully a part of our faction or not. But I can provide to you some magical items for your accomplishments against the Xanathar. And if you wish, I'll fully initiate you into being wolf members, wolf rank of the Zentarum. And if you complete this task, I'll make sure you become vipers. And that will give you all the benefits that come with that. A share of the treasury, a share of the wealth that we get here at Waterdeep, maybe positions in Waterdeep when we fully take over, which is soon to happen. I will be made an open lord very soon. Lariel has abandoned the city, and I have come to take her place.
Kylan wants to say no and just kind of be like, I got more important shit to do. But I don't think we're going to get out of this alive if we say no.
Considering Altar's background, what does he know of the area we're headed to, if anything?
So, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage is one part tourist attraction,
Mm-hmm.
one part test from Halster, Black Cloak, right? Yeah.
Yeah, House Black.
So Halster has created a dungeon underneath Waterdeep. It's a part of Undermountain, connects to Skullport, and it is infinitely deep, infinitely wide, and it is made up of hundreds of levels of just various traps and terrors beyond imagining. And on one hand, people go down there because it always gets restocked and repopulated with monsters. And there's treasure beyond imagining down there. If you can get far enough and deep enough and make your way back up, you will be successful. That is the story of Durin. That's where he made his wealth. And you can too if you brave the dangers of the Yawning Portal. From a mage perspective, the secrets of Halaster's magic is down there. The insane amount of magical prowess that he has rivals Manshoon's, probably eclipses Manshoon's, to be honest, from a scholar perspective. And untold knowledge could be down there if you were to find the right thing. Like the fact that Manshoon seems to be a doc and he wants to go down there lets you know that something's up with Doc as it is, and the secrets probably exist down there in that dungeon. And you could spend a lifetime trying to clear the place out and still only scratch the surface of it. That being said, the mages of Waterdeep tend to stay away from the place because you can get lost down there. Not lost like I got lost, I don't know where I am. Like, you could lose yourself to trying to clear that place out. And it's better to basically focus on your studies up here than it is to go down there trying to roll the lottery, essentially. If that answers your question.
Yep. Take a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
But we don't have to go down indefinitely. We just have to find what several teams over, for a couple, 40 teams over however many weeks haven't managed, but most of them probably just died, so that's okay.
So, was he saying that they know where they're supposed to go? And, like, they've gotten to the point where they know they're supposed to go, and then they just can't get past, like, the first gate into the area that we need to go? Or is this going to be... Are we just going to be doing this dungeon now instead? You know what I mean?
So you won't be doing this dungeon now instead. Like, that would be... We don't have the years it would take in our lifetime to go through the dungeon. So the area has been cleared out to the lair of the Dwemer Corps, and they know that Halster is on that location, on that level, and they believe that that is where, since that is the level where all the magical studies happen, and mages throughout history have gone there to learn under and Halster's tutelage, they believe that that level is a level that maintains this secret laboratory.
So in essence, we know where we're supposed to go.
Yes. They've sent the teams
Okay.
out. The teams have gone in and cleared out the levels. They have a direct path marked out. You know,
Okay.
this isn't the back rooms forever and ever and ever. They've already done that work.
Okay. Okay. So it's not like we're going to necessarily be down there for weeks and weeks and weeks.
We just
Yeah,
need to
okay.
fight and puzzle our way through
This section.
what's been a roadblock for them.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he said magic items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so he kind of lets you all talk it out for a little bit, non-metagamey kind of talk it out. And he goes, so, will you take up this charge from me and find my prize?
Is it a yes all around? I mean, out of game, honestly, it's probably better for us than trying to fight either an army of drow or infinite undead. So,
I mean, I assume we get the sense here that this is a take it or die scenario that he's putting forward.
well, we
I'm pretty
certainly
sure-
wouldn't be in favor if we said no.
Yeah.
I don't think we're walking out of here if we say no.
We maybe should have tried to just infiltrate over across the line instead of going in here.
Raise up the lift. I guess we're going down.
Yeah.
Excellent. He'll clap his hands, and you can see his giant golden hand when he does that. He goes, by the power invested in Riviera here, and he kind of like gestures towards her. He's like, you are all now.
I like that he's. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I like that he's been mispronouncing her name every single time.
It fits somehow.
It does.
He goes, you are all now of wolves in the Zhentarim organization. I will make sure you get emblems and gear to reflect as such. And Doc, you are a Viper, sir. Complete this task and you will be an R-Dragon. And with that comes privileges and cheap viewers on whatever that link is. Hold on a second. Ban! Haha, fuck you. He goes, excellent. Take a short rest, get yourself associated. Riviera here will get you some gear. We have whatever your heart desires, essentially. We can get whatever you would like for you. And I wanted to make sure that you all have the best opportunity to clear this place out. So we'll make sure to really hit our treasury and cache of gear to prep you as best as possible. We'll go ahead and take a break here. In the break, I need you guys to kind of come up with a magic item, uncommon to rare-ish variety, that your character would want to make your character stronger. Something that like would help your build out in some way, shape, or form. Assist, like, Mina, maybe a cloak of protection, ring of protection, whatever, something along those lines. They're going to break open
You said uncommon quality?
Uncommon to rare, not like very rare, but like I said, a cloak of protection I would give everybody one if they wanted one, kind of think of what that is, and then whatever kind of gear you guys may want, they'll make sure to acquire it for you before you journey down the Yawning Portal. So we'll take a break, we'll do that, and we'll come back. All right.
Cool.
All right, be back in 5. again. I still got the scary music playing. So how was that revealed? Do y'all like it?
It was
Yeah.
certainly something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Didn't expect that. Suddenly makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it may have been. I'm pretty sure I asked Davil for information about people who looked like me. Which that would be a route in for that information to take.
The best part is, and it's something that's not entirely it. You did something like in the first couple sessions of the game. You did something that basically took the story and not delayed it, but made it harder for me to trigger it up until this point.
Huh.
Because I wanted it to happen much sooner, but I couldn't ever get it done because of what you did. But yeah, here I got the new book. It's all fuzzy, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got two of them. I got two CEs, one for me, one for Shelly. I got it at Xynergy. Very happy. I did build my character out and my fighter character out with the new rules, and I will say that so I always play Thaladred as a either longsword wielding or flail wielding, if flails are allowed, weapon in the game. And in the new rules, if I hit somebody with my flail, they have disadvantage on attacks against me on their next turn. Okay? Flails are a bludgeoning weapon in D&D 5e when they should be piercing, but they're bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So because
Well,
they're
well, kinda. It depends on the flail.
ball and
You know, it's
chain,
got a,
ball
yeah,
and
that's a
chain,
Morning Star.
a ball and chain is just a ball on a chain, so that's bludgeoning. A flail is a spike ball on a chain.
That's a Morning Star.
It's a flail.
Morningstar doesn't have a chain.
Yeah, Morningstars don't have chains.
It's a spiky ball on a stick.
Yeah. So the flail being a pointy ball on a chain that hits somebody should be piercing, in my opinion, followed
Yes.
by bludgeoning. But they stick with bludgeoning for whatever reason. So given that I can now hit you and you have disadvantage against me because of the new weapon proficiencies, if I take the Crusher feat and I hit you with my thing, I can now push you away, okay? And then I can also make it so everyone has advantage on attacking you because of the Crusher feat. I get to reroll damage die on a crit or something like that. I just feel the flail is super busted now in 5R. The battle axe is also. That's the other thing too, is that because it's bludgeoning. The battle axe. The other thing about that one is I use a battle axe instead. It has toppling, which knocks players prone or knocks enemies prone. So, it's.
Is that also what we're calling it now? 5R?
Yes, that is what the community seems to have gone with.
Huh, interesting.
5R. It's easier than saying 2024 and 2014. You got 5e and 5R.
I'm just surprised they didn't go with 5.5.
It didn't change any math.
Hmm.
And really, it's just Tasha's. So, while we're sitting here waiting, I'm gonna find this.
I would go with the Acolyte. That seems to make the most sense, especially if it's a mask Acolyte.
I'm not sure if there's a specific acolyte.
I mean, there isn't. It's a generic, but given that they're NPC clerics, effectively, they're probably clerics of something. See where I'm going with that?
Yeah. I pasted in our Facebook chat the Manshoon's Mage Hand. Just to read it off real quick. It's specific to this book. Manshoon's Mage Hand cantrip, 1 action, range of 30 feet, verbal and somatic components, duration 1 round. You conjure a spectral floating hand to choke a creature you can see within range. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 psychic damage, and if the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength or dexterity check against your spell save DC, and on a failure, the target is grappled. Damage increases at 5th, 11th, and 17th level.
Hey, look, man, we don't king shame around here.
I mean, yeah. Manshoon's kinky mage hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that would be better than a belt, because I think it would be choking you, and if you did pass out, the hand would go away. Unlike the belt that could get stuck or something, you know. Anyways, PG-13 stream, guys.
So, by the way, what I was going through is this monster of a text that's actually as old as Dungeons and Dragons for their historical flail examples.
Mm-hmm. What did I give?
Well, that's a flail, yeah, not a Morningstar.
Right.
Yes and no.
Yeah, that
There
was
are-
an imprint of a 16th century Swiss war flail. But
Yep.
it was a conversion from a peasant harvesting tool, which would have been blunt, so...
All I know is that when we started this discussion, I looked up is a Morningstar a flail, and it showed Morningstar, which is a stick with a spiked top, like a spiked ball at the top. It shows a mace, which is, you know, a flanged usually top to a bludgeoning instrument, and then it shows a Morningstar, or excuse me, it shows a flail, which is specifically the chain attachment with the ball separate from the stick itself.
Yeah.
And not necessarily even a chain, just a swivel mount at most, so that it's flexible at the end.
What I'm saying is essentially we just need to tell them to reboot Deadliest Warrior on Spike, and then we'll be able to hash this whole thing out.
Does the Spike channel still exist?
I don't think Spike TV even exists anymore.
It's been like 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
All right. So, what'd you guys choose as your magic items?
I went with the Cloak of Protection.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't think of anything, the Cloak of Protection is a good just option. They would have those. If you want some suggestions, I can give you some.
Well, my question was going to be, can I find plate armor?
That's always the question from the fighter. Is plate armor available?
Hey, listen, motherfucker, you made me this.
No,
you made
this yourself
way.
that. I gave you
could
the
have chosen any other thing. I gave you full carte blanche to just kill my character dead. And
I don't.
You went, no, you're just a fighter now.
Yeah, because I don't want to introduce another character to the campaign. What's your current armor?
You sure I got a Yuan-Ti rogue in the wings?
No, we need a front line.
No, fair. Right now I'm rocking splint.
Splint? That's terrible.
Just basic, just basic splint armor.
Yeah, the thing about plate is it's at the cost of getting magical plate. Just getting plate, it's what, 1,800 gold.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's like triple the cost of the next most expensive set of armor.
So that's the issue that usually occurs with that.
They really don't like you getting to that 18 armor class.
No, I honestly don't. In your case, I don't care that much because you're not rocking a shield anymore. You're rocking a two-hander. So hitting the 18 is fine.
I mean, technically speaking, right now I am I am at 18 because I do already have a cloak of protection.
Yeah.
But essentially the plate armor would bring me up to 19.
Give me a second. Let me look at magical armor.
And yeah, since my shield was my holy symbol, I guess that I'll just go ahead and drop that.
That's shattered. It's just pieces.
That's even better. That tracks.
Magic items. Magic items. Filter magic items.
The other thing I was wanting to see, given the fact that we're in Zentarum hideout essentially here, and there is, I don't know, a fair amount of undead that are now taking over a good portion of the city. I was curious to find out if they may have any corpse slayer weapons.
I will tell you this: nothing's going to be better than your Mimic Greatsword.
No, fair. I was mostly looking at it just as a potential precaution in case we do run into any undead. Do they have any decks of many things?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's ruin the campaign.
Dungeon? What does that mean? Poof.
So while you're looking, if we can go to rare, I'd probably just go with a Amulet of the Devout, which I'm guessing is effectively a better holy symbol.
Aaron, do you want to do +1 splint, or do you want to do Armor of Resistance and pick a... I'll let you roll randomly, and roll 3 times randomly and pick the one you want.
I assume that what I'm looking at here is a magic item that you either made or came into possession of. It's called the Belt of Enlargement. Because it says requires attunement by a requires attunement. I'm assuming somebody made this.
I didn't make that.
I don't think it's one of mine.
It's not one of mine.
Huh. Alright, well. I mean, fuck it. What about a Belt of Hill Giant Strength? Am I able to find something like that laying around?
Actually, that would actually be very easy to come by, I believe. Let me just double check.
Rare magic item bumping me up to 21 strength.
Let me double check real quick. Let me see which one they're wearing. Yes.
Right now, I feel like it would either be that or a Ring of Evasion.
So, if there's anything you guys are thinking of, Belt of Hill Giant Strength, Cloak of Billowing, Dust of Disappearance, Glamored Stuttered Leather Armor, Gloves of Missile Staring, Goggles of Night, Headband of Intellect, Key of Opening, Lamp of Darkness, Ring of X-Ray Vision, Slippers of Spider Climbing, Vicious Whips, Weapon of Warning, a Net Weapon of Warning, the Booster Hook, which is what Ono has, and the Drums of Panic. All those items are easily available for all you guys to pick from.
I like the fact that a headband of intellect is on the table. Automatically having an 18 intelligence ain't nothing.
Would they have an Amulet of the Devout?
That just gives you +1 on all your stuff, right?
The uncommon is +1, the rare is +2.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
The +2?
Yeah.
Cool.
Shelly, what did you decide on?
Cloak of Protection.
Okay. Cloak of Protection, Amulet of Devout. Alatar, what did you want?
Well, what I would like, they may not have, is a Rod of Absorption.
That's very rare, so no, they wouldn't have that.
Okay. I'll go with a headband.
The Headband of Intellect?
Yeah.
All right.
A point's
So-
a point.
A point's a point, yeah, at the end of the day. So, let's hop back over to the player screen. So when you mentioned that you want a Headband of Intellect, Menshin would snap his fingers on his golden glove hand, and this guy over here, one of those guys those assassins you guys fought, would come over and say,
And immediately turn to dust.
he goes, go to one of your fallen compatriots and get his Headband of Intellect from him. And he's like, yes, I'll just give you mine. He takes his off the top of his head and hands it over to you. And says,
Okay.
I'll acquire the other one myself at my leisure. And he'll sit back down over here.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
And he goes, what about you, Orc?
Yeah, oh gosh. No, I think the 21 strength would be better than just another +1 to AC.
Okay.
So I would inquire about any belts of hill giant strength.
Oh, yes. And he goes, oh, don't sit down just yet. And he'll like be almost sitting down. And you're like, okay. He's like, give us your belt as well, too. And he's like, all right. And so he'll walk over and take off his belt and hand it to you. And that would be a belt of hill giant strength.
Cool.
And he'll sit back down over here.
Presumably Ono would ask for something appropriate, which we could probably let him figure out on his own.
I mean, he's already got the the booster hook. What does he want? A vicious whip? Shelly, do you want a vicious whip? Do you want a whip? Come on. I know you want one. Slippers of spider climbing? You want those? Spiders! Oh, I didn't show this off yet. Did you guys? I got this fucking really cool mug when I was on vacation. It's a Yeti mug and it's got my logo on it.
Oh yeah. You should sell that. I will absolutely buy one.
I don't know if I could get this at a price point that I could buy.
Oh, fair.
I mean, I bought the Yeti thing and it cost $15 to engrave it, so.
Oh, fair.
It was really cool. They did it right there while we waited.
That's
It
cool.
was really neat.
Oh, neat.
Dude, I like fill this up with ice water and it'll stay fine for like 12 to 24 hours. Fucking great.
Yeah.
I definitely want to try to get some gloves, mugs and stuff like that. I think it'd be neat. So yeah, belts, Cloak of Protection, Headband of Intellect, Amulet of Devout. We'll handle Alatar.
Yeah, I don't really want to speak for Oh No.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah, oh no. So you want an acolyte to follow you around.
Should have just asked him for a belt of dwarven kind so I can grow a beard.
No, the best way to have is the hill giant. Oh, that's a shitty acolyte picture.
I always like the fact that it says each day at dawn you have a 50% chance of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one.
So
It's like so why do Warforged got to be fucked?
Yeah,
I want my Warforged to grow a beard. God damn it! Honestly, one of my players in my Witchlight game, my Wild Beyond the Witchlight game right now, is playing a Warforged. I would make that happen to him. He's in the Feywild. Nothing makes sense there.
Get one of those cheap ones and just hang it on him and be like,
yeah,
no,
exactly. Time is upside down. 2 and 2 equals fish. Nothing makes sense in the Feywild.
Could always plant a chia pet on him.
Mm-hmm.
He did at one point after completing a long rest have a daisy grow out of his head. I think if I recall correctly, what literally happened is him saying, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. This place isn't as weird as I thought."
all right, Dimitri. Doc has a choice between Arlene Malthanir, a 14-year-old female half-elf cleric. She has soft golden skin, bald head, red eyes. She has a provocative piercing on her lip and a colorful piercing on her forehead. She's heavily allergic to sheep, and she openly worships the demon prince Yagnu.
Hell yeah!
Or
No.
That's my kind of 14-year-old. Jesus Christ!
no one clip that.
Alright.
Everyone clip that.
All right, we got Bryce D. Malberry, a 41-year-old male human cleric. He has a scar across his chest. He sets up in local dance clubs. He's very abstinent and worships Koshtanish, the demon lord of frost giants, wrath, and rage. Next one.
I mean,
I'm not saying no to him, but if we're interviewing options.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh shit! Hold on. Classic class. Emmeline Glorybluff, 41-year-old female human cleric, bald head, gray eyes, rough sunburned red skin. She twitches constantly from her forehead. She worships Tyr, god of justice, even though she has an evil alignment.
I'm still thinking Bryce currently.
Oh, we're past him now. Here's another Bryce. Bryce Cloudfang, 26-year-old male human cleric. Long curled gray hair, shaved on the right side, and brown eyes, soft black skin. He fidgets intermittently, prone to violence, very abstinent. Can carry out complicated religious rituals every morning. Laughs at inappropriate times, and proudly worships Mistra.
I don't know. I kind of like that one.
It's better than the demon worshiping kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like that 14-year-old. I'm gonna use that again in the future.
Don't clip that either.
I'm
I
flipping
guess
that
we can
one.
go with the second, Bryce. Mistra's not the worst.
All right. Take a screenshot of his description here.
Oh, good, because I was trying to type it.
You can make the token what he looks like in the future. All right. Okay. And for the time being, I will put this token on the field. That's your acolyte. That's Bryce. Bryce.
Oh, he's very obstinate. I thought you said very abstinent.
I did read it as abstinent. I can't read. Did I ever tell you that?
There is a big difference between obstinate and abstinent, dear.
What?
There's
I can't.
crossover.
Yes.
All right. So, is there any other like standard venturing gear you guys want to acquire before you go down there?
Probably good.
Maybe some healing potions.
Yeah. They can easily supply you with some healing potions. I always forget the rank of them. It goes healing, greater, and then
It's healing, greater, superior, supreme.
you can do 1 supreme, 2 greater, or 4 just normal healing potions.
All together or each?
Altogether, you guys pick 1 superior, 2 greater, or 4 healing.
So we each could get 1
No.
superior, or we each could get 4?
No. As a group,
Okay.
you have 1 superior, 2 greater, or 4 normal healing ones.
Okay. I have 1 healing on me.
Honestly, I think the answer would be the 4 basics. So that lets us split them up. And it's usually spot healing as opposed to trying to recover massive amounts of hit points. At least at our level.
Right.
I'm not hearing an objection, so okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Who wants to have? I guess each one of you take a healing potion.
Okay.
Give the. I've got 1 already, so just give 2 to Doc.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah, because Ono's not here, so he doesn't have to hold it.
If I remember next week, we may shuffle 1 or 2 over to Ono.
Out of
Okay.
curiosity,
Yeah.
how many of us have bags of holding now?
I think it's just the 2 of you.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Alatar,
Mm-hmm.
do you want this enduring spell book?
I would say yes if you're not
Okay.
using it.
I just realized,
you can have it.
did we check to see if there was anything currently occupying Alatar's new bag of holding?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
in there.
Okay. I don't want us reaching into the bag of holding, looking for a healing potion, and you just pull out a full-size adult dragon.
Well, unless it's an astral.
Yeah.
Don't
A lot
give
of them
ideas.
can shape shift.
Just pull it.
shift back as it comes out.
And just pull the dragon's head out and just look at it, just Wah!
No, I just pull it out and go, you ready?
Yeah, exactly. Point it in the opposite direction.
Dimitri, go ahead and roll me a d4, please.
4.
4. Manchun would be like, since you just recently got promoted for your stellar work with the Xanathar, this isn't much, but why don't you take this? And he'll hand you a small metal case. He says, that's a full case of body bags of holdings. And what is a body bag of holding, you may ask?
Put a body in it.
This is a black adhesive patch that is used to conceal evidence of illicit activities. When placed on a corpse or object that is medium or smaller, the patch stretches and envelops the creature or object in any physical evidence of the crime within 5 feet of it, transferring the contents to an extra-dimensional space after 1 minute. The bag then shrinks to the size of a pill-shaped canister. The bag can't be used on a living creature. No matter what's in it, the bag weighs next to nothing. The bag deteriorates in 1d4 plus 2 hours, at which point the contents appear within 5 feet of the bag or creature carrying it. Alternatively, the creature can use its action to tear the bag, causing the same outcome to occur. He said we use these typically when we need to take care of things. I'm sure you get the drift.
I know exactly what you mean. Yes, this could be very useful for completely legitimate disaster relief purposes, for instance.
Each bag can only be
Doc's
used
implications
once.
are obvious.
Yeah, each bag can only be used once, and you have 5 of them. So, if you guys have everything you want, we can head down into the lair and start your ascension.
Real quick, I did want to ask if they had any. I can't read them, unfortunately. But if they have any spell scrolls laying around,
I mean, they can easily be acquired. Which ones are you looking for?
do any of you have the ability to? I don't know if did he mention that there were ways that the Undermountain will keep teleportation magic from working?
Yes, he did say that you can't teleport in or out.
Okay, never mind then. I was going to suggest we have a get out of jail card and see if he has a spell scroll of teleport or something if things go south, but it sounds like that may not function down there.
As far as communication goes, when we're ready to let Ashimi know, I have message. Will that work, or are we going to need to have something else?
Message would be fine.
Okay.
Oh shit, I just realized that might mean that Misty Step also won't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or Dimension Door.
I don't have Dimension Door anymore.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Yeah, there's mess on the information route. There's message, and Doc also has sending.
Okay.
And you also can send a flying snake whenever you wish.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Do any of us have the ability to speak with dead?
I mean, tomorrow morning I could have the ability.
Would they be willing to, if they happen to have one? I'll ask to see if they have a scroll of speak with dead.
Yeah, they can supply that.
Okay. I will hand it to one of the people that can actually cast it.
The Doc or the Acolyte.
I'll hand it to Doc.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys ready to descend?
Guess so.
Let's go play.
music on. Let me get the people set up here real quick. Alright, so you guys journey down the Yawning Portal. There's no fanfare like what you guys have normally seen with the Yawning Portal, and everyone kind of just like having a great old time and cheering the people down. Like, that doesn't happen. Same thing that happened when you saw the other group go down. It's just part of what happens now. Ashimi, Manshun, and Riviera all wish you good luck, and hope to see you soon with some good news. And you descend down. The lift seems to go on for about an hour. Like, you guys go deep. And you finally wind up in what's called the dungeon level. And at that stage, the Zentarum have set up kind of like a forward base at the bottom, and there are some Zentarum folks there, and they go, "Oh, you're in the new group, yeah," and you guys kind of chat for a little bit, and they kind of point you in the direction of which way to go, and you follow that. You don't encounter any kind of issues or any kind of like wandering patrols or anything. Every once in a while, another group of Zentarum will show up. So you go through the dungeon level. The next level is what's called the Arcane Chambers, and you kind of pass through that fairly quickly. It's like the entrance and exit were very close to each other. You go through the next couple of levels, and it's just like every level is made up of like a series of like smaller levels that just seem to be in a theme as you guys go down. One level is just full of like vegetation, like a forest was grown over there. But the Zentarum have basically hacked out a path that clearly is lined up that lets you guys get to where you guys need to go. And it takes about the rest of the day for you to travel down to where it is. So you make camp where the Zentarum have set up a small camp. It's now the 19th of Nidal. You guys have had a full rest. The Zentarum that are there say that the area up ahead, the Dream Record that you guys are going into, is full of mages and full of spellcasters. So they sent in a few groups already, but they haven't been able to get past the first hand that's just floating there. They say that every time they try to assault it, it just nukes the shit out of them. So they wish you the best of luck, and kind of point you to the cave over there in a little distance. I'd like to just go through that cave. It's right on the other side. So just kind of general geography of this area you're about to go into. It is always brightly lit by some kind of continual flame spell. I'm assuming you guys would have had some chance to kind of play around with your spells a little bit. Extra dimensional spaces do not work. So Lehman's tiny hut doesn't work. The castle doesn't work. Misty Step does work.
Okay.
Going into the ethereal plane still works, Doc, in your case.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't able to do anything else for anything other kind of thing. That's just general playing around you guys had in your long rest last night. You guys are able to figure out. Your new compatriot, the Acolyte, he's just sitting there. He's got a book that he's reading and laughing at it sometimes. He seems crazy. He thinks you all are crazy, but he's with you, so, who's to say?
Keeps talking about how some big mouse canceled him for no reason.
He wants to know why he's abstinent. He doesn't know why. So, up ahead, when you guys kind of slowly creep into this area, you're in an area where it's very kind of cavey with some vegetation and dirt, but you can see up ahead that the path kind of opens up to almost like a really nice mansion flooring. The walls look very nice. Up above, you can kind of see in the ceiling, there's just an endless mosaic of wizards dueling and spells being cast and wizards doing cool stuff. All 8 schools of magic are represented in some way, shape, or form throughout this whole place. And as you guys get closer, Mina, you're the first to kind of notice this, but there's just a spectral, there's a hand that is kind of like just floating there in the air. Every once in a while, it flaps back and forth.
Interesting.
This is the thing that's been nuking everyone that's come towards it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bryce, stay back. I know you've been complaining about being abstinent, but this is not the hand job you want.
Wow. Wow.
He's like, yeah, I'll just like bless you and hang back if you want.
That's a good idea.
I really love his name is Bryce.
When you make a model, you've got
it's short for shrimp fried rice.
So I ain't got the acolyte stats up. It's just 3 for bless, right?
Yeah, so it'd be let's say Doc, Kylin, and Mina's first, so Mina.
Alright. Where is the blessed? It's somewhere, damn it.
And it's a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they get rid of blessed as a... Fuck it, you get that. You get
I don't know. I don't play this edition.
No, it's like the little thing here.
New edition, new dis.
Yeah, new edition. All right.
Knowing we were going into a dangerous area, Doc would, I think for the first time, cast aid to, let's say, give himself, Alatar and Ono an extra 5 hit points. It's an 8-hour duration, so.
Good.
Is it only 3 people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Casting at higher level improves the number of hit points gained, not the number of creatures. Technically, I could cast.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, there are 6 of us. I'll just cast it twice, so all of us, including Bryce, have an extra 5
Putting
hit points.
your abstinent friend there.
An extra what?
5 hit points.
And it doesn't seem like a lot, but oh my god, does it make or break encounters?
It can, yeah. It made several of my honor mode fights on Baldur's Gate.
See, up ahead, you just see that floating hand just sitting there.
What's the lighting like in here?
It's everywhere you go is some kind of continual flame spell, illuminating everything.
I want to try something. I want to wave at it.
All right. From back there.
I'll step up in front so I'm a little bit closer, and I'll wave at it.
Okay. So you wave at it, and it waves back.
Okay. What I would like to do is I want to see if it understands Drow sign language.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna sign just to kind of get a feel of it. Just sign, "Hi, how are you?" basically.
It actually signs back, "Go away," and then it goes.
I will turn to the others and be like, "It's not friendly." I would like. I'm gonna try one more thing. I would like to sign. Quick question. Can you like go in the other room and then we'll leave? I just want to see what it says.
It goes. And then it waves bye-bye to you. Like, shoo.
Worth a shot. And then I will step back behind me. It's not very friendly, and it said that
So do we have any idea why this thing's so dangerous beyond, it's something Hallister probably made, so...
that was why I was going to try and see if I could be like, if there was a puzzle that, like, if you, like, were kind to it, it would...
Yeah.
If I'm looking at this thing, does it look like discorporeal, like how a mage hand looks?
No, this is a real hand that's been lopped off just past the elbow.
Gross.
And
Is
how
it
big
floating?
Is it?
It is floating, yeah. It's
Okay.
tiny, technically.
Okay.
So it's just hand sized. I will look at my sword and I will say, "Do you like hands?"
It kind of shakes a little
I see your tummy making the rumblies that only hands can satisfy.
bit.
This has been a weird session.
It'll try to eat it.
I charge the hand.
All right, roll initiative.
Okay.
I can't believe it gave me the finger.
Yeah, 6.
I know, you remade your character and you didn't take alert.
I'm rolling great. I thought about it, but I took Great Weapon Master instead.
Yeah, but just get rid of unarmed and take alert.
What do you mean?
You took unarmed for the
Well,
feat,
unarmed
right?
fighting is just a type. Is just a fighting style.
Oh, okay. All
It's not a feat. Yeah, I took Great Weapon Master and I took Tough as my feats. Tough is, maybe I could have done without it. It is only an extra 20.
Okay.
But I like having 137.
Alatar, what's your initiative? And Anito knows too. Bill?
Ono got a 10.
14.
Got it. All right. So you guys are gonna wait for Mina to basically charge in. Like, it's not gonna respond. You guys are gonna let Mina go first.
I mean, can we ready an action?
No, just like
no.
just want to jump to
Just
Mina
skip around.
initiative. Essentially, make his 6 a 23. Essentially.
I think
Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey Mina, your initiative's a 23 now.
Yay.
You go first.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And the second you enter these squares,
Yep, hit me.
oh, I'm not gonna.
I know. I have read the Dungeon of the Mad Mage forward and backward. I know the kind of bullshit I'm getting myself into.
When you hit here, a magical glyph just goes paf, and just something triggers. You don't hear anything,
Okay.
you don't see anything, just magic happens. And you ran right through it.
Cool. I stab the hand.
All right.
First swing, I will take the -5 for Great Weapon Master. Wow, dude, I'm rolling awful tonight.
Plus
Aha.
1d4.
Two nat 1s to 2 nat 2s.
Do your
Get your
1d4.
bless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's still gonna be -5. That's 7. So the best I can hope for is a 12. So I'll roll the d. Well, actually, best I can hope for is an 11. So
Okay, yeah. That would miss then, nonetheless. All right.
that's
Next-
what I figured.
Next attack.
Next attack. So -5. That would be a 12. I'll go ahead and roll a d4. 13.
13 will miss. You will bang off of its like magical mage armor.
God damn it, dude. I'm rolling awful tonight, guys.
I mean,
That's like my fifth or sixth D20 roll, and not a single one of them have been in the double digits. I don't think a single one of them have been over 6.
you get 3 attacks or just 2?
Just 2. Fuck it. Action surge.
Yeah.
I've got the shit. I might as well use it. All right. 20. So that's a 15. Rolling a d4. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will hit.
Fantastic. So that's 15 plus 10. So that's 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It seems resistant to your damage, but it's magical
Ooh.
damage, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
All right. So 15 damage. Yeah. Never mind. It's not resistant. All right. Anything else?
I forget, with action surge, it's an additional action, so I
Yeah.
can still attack twice, right?
Yep.
Cool. That is a 21 on the die.
Okay.
I assume that hits.
Yeah.
Another 25 points of slashing damage.
Good God. All right. So yeah, you've left this thing completely just beat up and bloodied immediately. Like your first couple swings, you're glad you're a fighter now. Welcome to the club.
I don't know if I would go that far, but all right. Oh, real quick, I did take I didn't I changed my mind with unarmed fighting. I went with blind fighting instead.
Okay.
Is there anything in my immediate vicinity that I would sense with blind sight?
Nope.
Okay, I figured not. It's only blind sight up to 10 feet, so unless something's
Still nice.
breathing down my neck, I'm not going to be able to perceive it anyway. All right, that's my turn.
All right.
Given how much Chris loves Invisible Dwergar, it's a great pick regardless.
I mean, yeah. All right. So up next is the hand.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can.
You had it.
Yeah. I'm just wondering why it's not. Oh, that's why I wasn't drawing it. There you There we go. Boom. This will attempt to cast lightning bolt. I should do this more correctly. Have Alatar, you guys make a check to identify the spell. But he is attempting to cast lightning bolt upcast by quite a lot. Any reactions?
Yep.
Yeah.
Counterspell.
All right. How are you counterspelling it?
I'll upcast.
Okay. Don't tell me. I am choosing a level to upcast it to. I've made my choice. What is your level to upcast it at?
The best I can do is 5th.
Okay. It uses a level 7 slot to counterspell your counterspell. And finish casting.
Okay.
And finish casting its lightning bolt.
Can
I should have taken Mage Slayer. Oh well.
I don't think this is gonna. Can I silvery barbs it? At least, or it wouldn't really matter because
No.
it's a save, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Time to ride the lightning.
All right, everybody, give me dexterity saving throws, please.
21.
21.
10. That's gonna hurt.
Well,
Yeah.
20 for Ono. A fumble for Doc.
Oof.
What'd you get, Shelly?
21.
All right, so just Doc, you said you fumbled. What'd you get?
Well, with 1d4, it doesn't really matter, but 7.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, Doc and Alatar fail. The damage is 59. So half on the save, so it'd be 29 on the save damage.
Ouch.
Huh.
And
I
that
just
is
noticed it's called on my character sheet. It's called heroic inspiration. It's not just called inspiration anymore.
yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. Good. We're in agreement there.
And after that spell gets cast, you immediately understand why no one could get past this hand.
I'm honestly surprised we're not climbing over a bunch of charred corpses here.
That is actually
Where
a
the
very good,
corpses went. Yeah.
very good question. You could probably answer later. All right. Up next is going to be Kai Lin.
Okay. I will Eldritch Blast. First one is a 15 plus 2, so 17 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. And that does 13 force damage.
Okay. The
And
hand
the
looks
second
just like you got a
one-
big chunk of flesh blown off of it.
13 plus 2, so 15 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. And that one does 11 force damage.
All right. How do you kill the hand?
Haha. I hold out my hand and I send forth some purple lightning, and one side goes around Mina this way, and then one goes around Mina the other way, and it kind of meets in the middle and just explodes.
Okay.
Like right in Mina's face.
Mina's hair just gets blown back for a second, and then she just slowly turns back towards you.
My bad.
Yeah, so with the chunks of the flesh get ripped right off the hand, and then it flips up, and as it slowly goes down, it just gets one last finger. Doc, you gain an extra 500 experience points for this.
Oh boy. That's weirder.
Yeah, and that is it for the encounter. You guys kind of take a break. You're like, holy shit, that's the first thing you encounter upon entering here. What other horrors wait before you?
So Doc will patch up Alatar and himself for 17 hit points each.
Okay. Yeah, and Aaron, if you had not missed, you would have one-shot this thing, I think.
Oh yeah, probably.
So what'd you guys like to do?
How many doors? 2 doors?
When you look a little closer, there's a couple different entrances and exits to this
there is
area.
a 3rd door. Okay.
There's 3 doors, then there's this pathway down here. Can I take a peek around this pathway?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you just kind of
No.
you look around to that area there, and it's just like a waiting room. Really nice armchairs, fancy upholstery.
We'll sit down in one of the armchairs.
The chair seems a little small for someone of your might. You got to put one butt cheek on one and one butt cheek on the other. You're like, it's my life now, I guess.
I think it's reasonable to have Ono do a quick search of that room, but it's a whole 6 investigation.
Yeah, he doesn't find anything out of the ordinary in that area.
I'll take a look.
Do I?
All right, give me investigation.
And I'll listen at this door too.
I just got a 10.
You find a single piece of copper just lying off in the corner. You listen through the door. You don't hear anything.
What about this door?
Again, you listen kind of intently. You don't hear anything.
This door?
Same. Don't really hear anything.
Which way do we want to go?
Mina will knock on this door.
It will open.
Oh.
As you walk in this room here, you just kind of basically see that there are a bunch of coats, and a hanger comes off of one of the racks and just floats in front of you.
I'm getting Willy Wonka flashbacks to the fucking hangers that just grab people's coats off of them.
Can you describe the coats?
I will take my old the holy symbol I wore on my neck, and I will just give it to I'll just put it on the coat hanger.
You put it on the coat hanger, and it goes right back to where the coats are and hangs up. It's just an assortment of different kind of coats. You know, you see some raincoats. You just see some, adventure cloaks and whatnot. You guys do a thorough search of them. There's nothing of value, but like, if you would want a bunch of spare cloth and or a different color cloak, you could probably find one here.
Yeah.
I will knock on this door down here.
And it opens as well. Basically, you look inside, you see a water closet.
Oh.
You got some sanitary baskets and stuff like that. A towel and some cleaning paper float over to you.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
It returns back to where it was.
If y'all have to go, you better go now. And then I'll close the door.
Go now, even if you don't think you have to.
I don't care if you just went.
Toss the hand down one of the toilets.
Yeah, you can do that. You can take it. Give me a medicine check as you pick up the hand and move it over.
Where was it? It's an 18.
You look at the hand. It's more of a perception thing, but you know, it triggers more for your medicine side. This has a couple freckles in a very odd place, and you immediately realize that those are the same freckles you have on your hand.
Yeah, I'm not entirely surprised there. But yeah, this goes down the hole.
When you walk in, a warm towel and some toilet paper towel shows up next to you.
Put some toilet paper over the hand after I drop it in the...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes and just like drops into like something.
Yeah.
Not sure what or where. So I guess real quick, you all got 1,680 experience points for killing that thing. And let's just say another 500 for everybody for the encounter with Manshoon. Talking to him takes a lot out of somebody.
So it's 500 for Manshoon and how much else?
1,680. But yeah, where do you guys want to go from here?
I guess the only other door. Ooh, long hallway.
Yep.
Wow, Jesus, very long hallway.
Yeah, so you have a long hallway that stretches out before you. Also, you can, if you take 2 steps forward, you can see that there's a long hallway to your south as well too.
Are those portraits?
Yeah. So, you kind of look at that and you see that there are a bunch of portraits of different wizards in like very fantastical poses, all clutching a staff. They don't mean anything to you initially, Mina, but Alatar can see that and immediately recognize that all these portraits are representing a different school of magic.
Do I see any of them labeled? Do I see any of them labeled Jim Dark Magic?
No.
Damn it. No Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magic. Dang.
Nope. Actually, now that you come down here, this here is a signed portrait of Jim Dark Magic.
Oh, what?
These along this wall.
It's signed.
And these two and this one are the 8 schools of magic. This is one of Jim Dark Magic, and this is one of Halaster Blackcloak.
Oh my god, he gets one right next to Halaster, of course. I'm gonna Mina, not knowing who he is, will look at this picture and just go, nerd.
Do we want to investigate the thing at the end of the hallway there?
guess. Of course.
Yeah.
I did want to ask. Did I notice any of the? Did I notice any of these wizards specifically wearing red robes?
No.
Okay.
So you take a step there, you hear a loud clicking noise. Okay.
Oh boy.
And this statue has a bow in its hand. All of a sudden, it animates, draws back, an arrow appears and fires at you. I'm gonna roll this. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you take 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
And then the second the arrow hits you and it begins to kind of seep into your wounds, the arrow dissolves away and you take an additional 14 poison damage.
Ouch. I'm just gonna look down at the wound, just look back up and go, ow.
Did you step on a pressure plate or tripwire, or was that just magically activated?
I don't know, but I have some very choice and pointy words to have with the statue.
Pressure plate. Heard it click. Either that or it's a loose tile.
Someone hand me a pole.
Well, with a setup like that. That'd be from Bryce, by the way.
I mean, I could also just continue to walk forward and just activate as I go.
We do have 2 different rogues.
Yeah.
Mina will move over back to the portrait of Jim Dark Magic and will gesture for the 2 rogues to have at it.
Give me an investigation check. Or perception check, either or.
We'll go perception then. Wow. Well, from... Oh gosh. Wait, how's... I'm not used to Ono, sorry. I'm assuming he has... Observant. Okay. Passives. Well, his passive's a 21, but his active perception is a 9.
He's not even here and he's rolling poorly.
Right? I shouldn't be using my normal dice for him. I don't want it to rub off on them.
Oh my god. Oh, he fails upwards so spectacularly.
Oh, wow.
With
23.
23. Yeah, with the 23 perception, you can see that there is a button up on the ceiling that you could easily press with Mage Hand. And looks, your best guess is maybe that disables the trap. But it's a very obvious button. Out of reach
Okay,
of.
can I reach it with my quarterstaff?
No, it's so far
Okay.
up and out of the way, like you would need.
Mage hand and just push it.
So you hit it and you click it, and then you hear the tick 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 timer start happening.
It's timed. Move.
Yeah, as the tick ticks are going, stepping over the plate, it clicks, but nothing fires from the Medusa. And that is the statue that you guys see when you get closer. It is of a Medusa. Lots of snakes and all that stuff. And that is the only tile that clicks, is this one here.
So I think these blood splatter dice are appropriate for Ono.
Kylan, are you coming down? Click, click, click,
Okay.
click, tick, 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 tick,
I will-
tick, 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 tick,
Can I
tick.
jump over where the
Yeah, you can.
like just
Tick,
kind
tick,
of like dash over it?
Yeah. All right.
I have somehow lost Bryce, but he would come from, safe distance, all that.
All right.
There he is.
So yeah, that statue is of a Medusa, and it just seems to be triggered by the trap.
Are we able to say? I'm assuming we're able to see those books and whatnot.
Yep.
Over
There's
in the.
somebody over
Uh
there.
So as Alatar rushes over there,
oh.
you immediately
I mean,
see
might
that
as well.
it's like a small reading nook, and there's a little boy, about 10, 12, 13 maybe. He's just sitting there with his like little wand, and it's glowing bright light, and he's reading a book. You're pretty observant, so you kind of look at the book spine, and he's reading a book called it's a biography of Agorian, the arch wizard that founded Waterdeep. And he seems pretty sophisticated. The boy's kind of heeding mind. And there's this big half ogre female that the second you kind of walked up, kind of looks at you and goes, and once she growls, Spike kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, another wizard for the school. You got past the hand?
Yes.
Cool. You're kind of making a good student. House likes
Those
to be good
ladies are
students.
actually spite.
What's your name? I'm Spite.
Oh my
Alatar.
god.
Hey, Alatar. This is Derma. She's my big brother.
Hello, Derma.
Hi. And Derma goes,
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those days. So, Spike, where
Yeah?
would you suggest I start reading?
well, it really depends. What school of magic do you like?
I like wizardry.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Oh, there are so many variations. Evocation.
Evocation?
That's always a fun one.
He thinks about it for a second. He's like, well, since you're a new student here, we got school rooms that have specific teachers, each for each school. So I would head down here a little bit, and if you head down and take a left, there is a nice little room full of flowers. There's a teacher in there. She's an illusion. Just walk right by her. But if you keep going down, you go left, and then you take a right and take another right. There's a Professor Orb, and he's got a lot of good information. I'll kind of start with him and see what you like, and then kind of drill him for some knowledge and see what he has for you, and then find something. Like I said, we got rooms for everything. In this room here in particular, I really like this book. I like reading about old archmages, and
That is very.
yeah,
You can learn so much just by the way they did things. They had
Yeah.
a certain flair to how they did their spells.
yep. So I really enjoy that. Like, but really, man, this place has a lot of books. we got a big library. I'm sure you'll find it eventually. A lot of different rooms that have just like places where you could practice spells and stuff, especially further south. Um, but be careful though. Sometimes experiments get kind of haywire.
Oh, don't they always? So you said down this way, turn right and right?
Yeah, down this way. Take a left.
Oh, left.
Yeah, left at the second door. Or take the
Okay.
second door on your left, and then go through the room with the flowers, past the stupid instructor that's just an illusion, and then take a right and another right, and there'd be double doors, and the Professor Orb's in there.
Okay. I've been thinking about doing alchemy.
Alchemy? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's on the other side of the building. We have a giant room
Okay.
with brewery and stuff like that, but you're gonna have to get past Miss Nightwood.
Ominous.
Rough teacher.
No, she's the
Or
hag.
professor, rather. Oh, really?
Yeah,
She's a what?
the
The hag.
hag.
Okay.
She smells.
I thought
Yeah.
that's what you said.
Yep.
Yeah, warm riddle. She's smells like poo.
Well, can't expect much more from a hag.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't like her
Now,
either.
is
She
she
hates.
Is she just a guard, or is she the teacher?
She's like the second in command underneath Hallister. And she hates cats, and I like cats, and I just
Her and Kylan are gonna be best friends.
They didn't come with me. They're still on the surface.
There's nothing wrong with cats.
What's that at the base of your mini?
I don't have a cat on this mini.
Hmm.
Those are candles.
But you're secretly cats.
Secretly
So,
cat, yeah, exactly.
Do I need student ID or anything?
Yeah, if you haven't talked to Hallister yet, yeah, I would definitely talk to Hallister first.
Yeah, I have not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's in his office normally. Go back up the way you came, go down the long hallway, blue carpets. You can't just follow it. You can't miss it.
Okay.
But good luck. Be careful though. There are a lot of students here, and they'll kill you.
Fair.
Well, everybody can learn their own stuff, so okay. What's
All right.
fair is fair.
Yep. He kind of just goes back to reading his book.
You guys,
So we're going that. Is it down that way? Okay.
Checking out this room real quick.
All right. So yeah, if you go into there, you just see like there's just a curtained off wall. Nothing else out of the ordinary.
Can I open the curtain?
Yeah. Open the map up.
Anything there?
Yeah, hold on a second. So you pull back the curtains a little bit and you take a look, and you see there's this massive mural that depicts Hallister surrounded by bloody mouths that are just feasting on each other, and in the background there are other just like weird figures that seem to be beyond your understanding as a human being. Like looking up at the star gives you the same kind of like heebie-jeebies, and you seem almost lost in this painting, and now you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 14.
You still got Bless going.
True. 18.
So your mind starts to get lost in this, and like you're about to go legitimately insane before that. Before you can kind of feel like almost the blessing of Mistra behind you, pushing you through that insanity, and you're able to basically just shut the curtain before the madness overtakes you.
So I close the curtain again. I just think to myself, huh. Not doing that again. Noted. And we'll walk out of the room.
Right. So before we get any further, we are close to midnight, so we should probably wrap it up here.
As soon as I open the door again, I stab Doc. Because he won't stop closing the fucking door on me. Just open, close, open, close, open, close, open, stab. Just like, I'm not playing this game anymore, Doc.
I love it in Baldur's Gate 3, like you have all the ability to like pick locked doors and shit like that, but all you need is like just Will or fucking Lae'zel with a greatsword just like hacking down all the doors.
Yeah, exactly. I love I loved when I found out that you could just break down a lot of different doors.
Oh,
game.
you need the special key. Oh, you cleaved it in two. Okay, never mind.
No, you cleaved in half. Oh, damn.
We'll wrap it up here. But yeah, you guys have just scratched the surface of this of the
Oh yeah, we have.
Dwemer Core level. Gonna be interesting.
Yep.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys playing again. We're good next weekend, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
The
2
weekend
weekends
after
from
is
now.
the LARP.
Yeah. 2 weekends from now is LARP.
Okay. Yep. So I'll see you all next Saturday.
Cool.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.